Beautiful yogis and yoginis, welcome to Derek Yoga. Today we're going to be working on our root chakra, Muladhara chakra. This practice will help us to feel connected, rooted and grounded with a renewed sense of belonging. Light up an incense stick or a candle, smell helps us dig deeper into our root chakra. We'll begin from a cross-legged position, seated on our mat. I'll meet you there. Let's get flowing. Yoga has transformed my life in so many beautiful ways. It is a blessing for me to share this soul-transforming practice, to uplift you, to inspire you, to break ground, and help you feel free. Let's get flowing. Welcome on your own yoga mat, your own comfortable, safe place. Beginning from a cross-legged position, Sukhasana, easy pose. Hands on our knees, sitting up tall. And we'll bring our awareness to the sitting bones, to the outside part of the feet, the legs, the outside part of the thighs, contact points with earth, in order to renew our awareness about being down to a solid, safe ground. Deep breaths as we ease into our yoga practice. We'll start moving, our hands remain on the knees. We're going to give ourselves a few rotations, nice and gentle, the spine over the pelvic floor. And I would like you to connect your breath with this movement. As you inhale, you go forward. As you exhale, the circle goes back. And again, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, and let's reverse it. Inhale, go backwards. Exhale, front. Inhale, backwards. Exhale, go front. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Perfect. Sit up tall. Even taller, we need our foundations to be strong and solid so we can rise higher into our lives. Let's proceed into our cat-cow. We'll get up on our knees with our hands. So shift the hands forward, plant the hands. And from there, you rise up over the knees, like so. Plant the hands onto the knees. We want to bring the knees exactly underneath the hips, with distance apart, of hip distance apart. Place the palms underneath your arms. And from there, we inhaling, dropping the belly down. The head looks high in front of you. On the exhale, tuck the chin to the chest, round the heart up to the sky. Inhale into cow pose, back bending. Exhale the opposite way, cat pose. Inhale. Exhale. Two more times with your own speed of breath. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Perfect. Bringing it back to neutral spine. We're going to hook the toes under behind us, connecting heels, connecting knees. We're going to come back and sit onto our heels, chest tall, hands on our thighs. Now this can become a little bit painful on the toes. If it's excruciating, I advise you to just release it under. If not, continue. We are here to open up the feet, the soles of the feet. So interesting fact, each foot is about 26 bones. There's a lot of intricate mechanisms, a lot of bone structure going on there. So we want to take care of that. Let's shift the hands forward, plant them onto the mat. We're going to rise into a down dog. So we want energy on our hands as we push forward, lifting the hips off the ground into down dog. Our knees can be bent. Keep it soft with the breath, strong, solid with your body. Let's begin walking forward. Nice and easy, slow and steady steps. We want to bring our feet as wide as a yoga mat, perhaps even wider. I'll show you from this side. With our toes slightly rotated on the outside. Legs are straight. We're going to fold forward into a kind of waterfall pose variation, holding up our elbows. And we're going to swing it from side to side. As we swing, I want you to explore the sensations and gravity and weight on each foot. Keeping the toes gripped, keeping the breath in flow. Let's bring ourselves through center, pause. Hands go to the ground. We're going to enter Malasana Yogi squat by lowering the hips down. Now, if your flexibility doesn't allow you to enter all the way down, you can bring up the heels off the ground. This will help you get a little bit deeper. Use your hands here for support to be on the earth. And then a gentle movements from side to side so we can explore the hip joints. So we can explore our own mobility and our interaction with earth as the heels and feet try to find balance. Nice. And now let's find the pause. Finding height. Remember, heels down or heels up, depending on your own mobility and flexibility. Keep the hands to the chest in prayer. Finding height. Inhale, find length. Exhale, hands down. We're going to rise back into a forward fold, straightening the knees, fold forward. And again, drop into your yogi squat, Malasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold it. Inhale, find height, drop down into your squat. Exhale, waterfall. Perfect. Let's bend it down again into Malasana. Introduce some mobility once again from side to side. Excellent. Now we're going to bring ourselves nice and easy to the front of our mats with knees and hands down, tabletop position. Hook the toes under behind you. We're going to rise it up into a downward facing dog. Legs a little bit straighter than before. Keeping it lengthened. Keep the breath moving. Let's bend our knees. We're going to look forward and we're going to start walking towards the front of our yoga mats. Connecting the heels, connecting the knees. We're going to rise it up into chair pose, inhaling the hands up to the sky. We want our relationship with the whole surface of the foot flat on the ground. Not too much forward, not too much back, otherwise you'll fall somewhere in between. Lengthen spine, strong quadriceps. Inhale, exhale, fold straight in the legs. Let's enter it one more time. Bend the knees, inhale. Find height. Exhale, fold. Perfect. Now we're going to enter a halfway lift. Hands on our knees. Inhale, lengthen the spine forward. Exhale, fold as low as you can go. Connect the palms together as one. Bring awareness on your heels, engagement on your glutes. Inhale and rise up into standing, all the way up high. Exhale, the hands wide. We will enter Vrikshasana, tree pose, so we can bring ourselves connected and rooted with Mother Earth. We'll start with the right foot planted. Lift up the toes and spread them apart and touch them back onto your yoga mat. We have two options. First one, the opposite foot comes and rests onto the heel with the toes hooked under. From here, we secure our glutes, bring them together as one, find length with the belly, hands to the chest. We just find ourselves here, easy with the breath. Whenever I feel scattered or out there in my thoughts, in my head, I try to bring my awareness directly back to the feet. What do the toes feel? What does the heel feel? So I can remind myself of earth, to come down, to ground myself. Now I'll give you option 2. If you feel like it, you can also remain here. We bring the left foot all the way up. Avoid pressing halfway. Avoid pressing and putting pressure on the knee. Bring it all the way up. And the hands can extend up to the sky, the branches of the tree. Standing here tall. Let the breath flow, and remember, we are organic creatures. We move with the wind, we move with Mother Nature around us. We are not buildings, we are not straight and rigid and solid. We are organic. And with our breath easy flowing, let's bring ourselves slowly to the ground. Let's shake out away any tension that we harbored or created before we shift over to the other side. Bring the left foot rooted and planted. Rise up on it with purpose. And opposite foot rests on the heel. Begin from here, hands to the chest. In situations where I'm scattered or all over in my head with thoughts, and I'm seated, I bring my awareness to the glutes, to the buttocks, especially if I'm driving and I'm stressed and I feel there's something out there and I want to bring myself back to center. I bring my awareness to glutes, to my feet as they're on the pedals, and I try to root myself in the present moment. Let's go ahead and build up on option 2 if you feel like it. Rising the foot all the way up to the inner thigh. Make sure in whatever option you are, the buttocks are connected. Branches to the sky, organic, beautiful creatures of earth. Feed your tree with breathing. Perhaps bring your awareness to the smells around in the room, in your own sacred space. And slowly, with a gentle exhalation, let's drop the foot down, shake it out. We're going to bring ourselves facing forward on our yoga mats with a vinyasa. Inhaling, flowing the hands up to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Hands on our knees, lengthen halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, bend the knees, and give space for the body to go back to plank. Drop the knees, drop the chest, and from here, point toes. Glutes are firm. Inhale into a cobra, or even higher into an upward facing dog. Exhale, climb up on the knees through tabletop. Hook the toes under, feet on earth, hands on earth. Lift it up into downward facing dog. Feel the palms in each and every part. let's bend our knees and enter the next part of our practice. We'll do this laying down with the front of our bodies on the ground. So gently bring yourselves down to the earth. We're going to shift the body towards the left side of the mat so we can have space, empty space on the right. So we can bring the right leg in forward and bring it here so that the knee is in a 90-degree angle along with the foot, and avoid bringing the knee all the way up here. Bring it somewhere to the same height as your pelvis. Drop forward with the belly, with the chest, forearms in front of you. We're going to use them as a pillow for our heads. So drop down low. And in this pose, we want to bring ourselves to the awareness of earth and how the belly is interacting with it at this very moment with the breath. As you inhale, you inflate your belly. As you exhale, you deflate it. Feeling the security and solidity of the ground beneath you. Allowing gravity like a womb to take us in, to surrender. We're going to lift up the head gently, looking in front. Guide the right leg behind you nice and straight, and shift the body all the way towards the right side of your mat to create space for the left knee to climb to your side. Make sure the knee is at the same height as your hip, 90 degrees with your knee. Forearms remain in front of you and melt it forward. Allow your breath to soften. Allow yourselves this space and time to connect, or more like to reconnect back to center, down to earth. Let's lift up the head slowly off of the ground. Look up in front of you. Guide the left leg behind you. And we're just gonna barrel roll our bodies so we can lay flat on our backs. Use the hands as guides to assist you into sweet Shavasana. Laying flat, the feet to the width of your mat, palms to the side, and lay down to the ground. The shoulders are away from the ears. And as you lay flat, remember the sensations of the body and the earth beneath you. Remember how safe and secure the earth feels, how it makes us feel connected, especially back to our roots. Earth is our home, our habitat, and through our lifestyles we have kind of detached away from it. So bringing ourselves back to it, it's like a sensation of coming back home. I will read out to you a few affirmations so we can deeper experience a root chakra. I am safe and firmly rooted. I am exactly where I need to be. I trust in my ability to maintain security in my life. And lay here surrendering all your weight down to earth in silence, in peace. Let the breath be your guide. As you lay there in your sacred space, your yoga mat on earth, bring the awareness to deeper inhalations, deeper exhalations. Bring movement or invite movement back to the body with your hands, with your feet. And as you lay flat in your Shavasanas, you lift the hands over the head, you lengthen for a nice stretch. You can also interlace the hands together, give them a push, lengthening, opening. And then bring the hands to the side, bend the knees, and lay to the side of the body in an embryo pose, the hands underneath the head. Just give yourselves the moment, the space, the time to breathe. I will read out to you an extract from Proverbs 3-5. Trust the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. My interpretation of this is that sometimes we are too stuck and too rigid in our own ways, in our own thoughts, that we don't open up to the divine, to the space around us, to lean on other greater and larger states of being. And trust is an important aspect and element that's connected with our root chakra. With the hands connecting as you lay on your side, connect the hands in front of you, plant them onto the earth and use them as pillars of strength to lift you, to rise you into a cross-legged Sukhasana. The eyes can be opened to awaken, to return to your space. Awareness down on the ground. In the description below, I will attach a few files, wallpapers, so that you can download them and place them on your phone, on your computer. And these have affirmations with the color red to remind you daily about your purpose and to strengthen your relationship with the root chakra. In this practice, we have addressed our sense of belonging, the root chakra, security, trust, down to earth connections. If you enjoy this class, subscribe to my digital shala for more videos, for more yoga to reconnect you to center. Thank you so much for joining me for this class. I wish you a beautiful, grounded, safe and easy day. Much love. Namaste.